Hey everybody, I'm back. Okay, first of all, I want to thank everybody who's emailed me, concerned, wanting to know how I am. I'm going to, I forgot my light, one of these lights. I'm going to explain some few things and why I had to disappear for a little bit, and I'm coming back, okay? But a lot has happened, and it's not just with me, it's collectively, but my personal experiences. I'm going to tell you what happened. The reason I had to disappear for a little bit was a week before I left to go out of town to go to Florida in December. My father had a really nasty fall, and it was difficult to deal with because I had to leave him. And then when I went on this trip, honestly, it was very hard. I did though get to meet who's become one of my best friends. Seriously, probably my number one best friend at this point. Cece, I love you, and she's a subscriber of mine. I talk to her every day. I got to see her when I was in Florida, so that was the highlight of my trip. But I felt very hurt and betrayed and confused by the actions, or lack of actions, I should say, of someone I thought so highly of, that I really looked to up to as maybe a god. It really broke my heart, and it started making me question my gifts. It made me question source, and it brought up these feelings of rejection and not being good enough, and all of the stuff I needed to have pulled up out of my chakras. Now, after that happened, when I got back, I couldn't do videos because I was so heartbroken, and I felt betrayed, and then I felt like I wasn't doing my job. I couldn't sit here rightfully and make videos for you, giving you advice from somebody that I was unsure of myself. I couldn't do it. I'm not going to be, if I'm going to do this, it has to be genuine. It has to be from the heart. It has to be from a trust relationship that I have with Source, and I did not have that. It really rocked my world, really did. And then January, I went through the anger stage, and then found out my father had cancer. So it was supposed to happen. What happened in December was supposed to happen. And honestly, I have no ill will against this individual I'm speaking of. I think very highly of this person still, very highly. I really do. And that's because of Source and them nursing me back to me and better than I was before, really. But my dad went through it. A lot of visits to the hospital. He just had surgery. He has stage 3 colon cancer. And it's just been hospital visit, doctor's visit, hospital stay, doctor's visit, hospital stay, doctor visit. And I had to take over everything. I had to take over all of his finances. And basically, it's like I'm a full-time nurse. I used to work for hospice, and it was like, you know how they have that 24-hour continuous care or comfort care, and they have somebody sitting with you all the time. That's been me. And people say, ask for help, ask for help. You know, you have a village. You know how they say, you know, it takes a village. Well, I am the village. Source is my village, and they're non-physical, so I physically have to do all of this by myself, taking care of 3 young kids on my own, trying to heal myself and get over anger, and my outlets that was making me feel better wasn't making me feel better anymore. You know, I couldn't sit down to draw because it would make me cry, because it would make me think about what I lost. And this was something that really broke my heart. So if you ever watched what is it, Big Bang Theory, and oh my god, Sheldon, he's up for a Nobel Prize, and somebody comes behind him and tries to steal the prize through fake work. You know, they didn't actually do the work, and he would go, oh, I hate this. He said, normally to comfort myself, I would work on physics, but now when I think about physics, I can't be comforted because the thing that comforted me is now the thing that hurts me. And that's what happened. So I went through this phase of anger and distrust. And if you notice, all my statues are gone. My pictures of mom and my brother that I always show my videos are gone because I broke them. And I realized that I'm a Scorpio moon. So when I get upset, not like I have to get, somebody has to really get me to that point. And I was at that point. I punched the TV and I broke it. I slammed Jesus down and said, fucking do something already. And it was his hand and his foot that snapped off. Ironic? It's been over 2,000 years, people. Get over it. It's just a joke. He doesn't care. I'm the one that had to heal his emotional wounds from that line, life 2,000 years ago. That was one of my personal missions in this life. And I did it. But so, don't take it personal. Don't hate me in the damn comments. If you do, I'll just block ya. But anyway, he had surgery. This all started in February, and he had to go through other treatments because, like I told you, he was drinking a lot, and he had to go through detox in the hospital. And that was 2.5 weeks he had to do that. And then after that, he had to go see a colorectal surgeon. And long story short, it's just every month has been chaotic this year. And he had the surgery May 7th. And then May 29th, there was, hey, Jerry, it was 6/12. It's 6/12 today. Happy birthday, Jerry. He gave me a gift today, and my mom and Josh and everybody else up in there. All up around us. Anyway, there was a shooting. It actually made national news. And it happened between my father and I. We were innocent bystanders. And a shoot-off between a drug deal gone wrong between an undercover cop and an individual who is going to spend a lot of time in prison. But my dad was shot. He has 7 bullet hole wounds, 3 bullets. It was either 2 or 3 bullets. 2 of them can be shrapnel, but they're not going to take it out. And that just happened 2 weeks ago. Today. It happened 2 weeks ago, Wednesday. And I've been dealing with just victims of crime stuff, trying to figure out bills, scheduling appointments, putting him in the hospital. He has had other hospitalizations. It's just been a lot going on. And I have not been in a clear space. But over this last week, a lot has shifted. And I've been so angry and upset with Source and not trusting them. And when I'm saying, I'm literally cussing them out and telling them to come down here so I can punch you, motherfucker. I'll save you the details, but they don't see me that way. They just go, oh, she's so cute when she's mad. Same way they see all of you. But so now we're dealing with wounds, his gunshot wounds, and I'm been his personal caretaker. Things are starting to get better because my energy got better. They finally got through to me. The lights were flickering. They're turning fans. They were knocking, touching me, trying to show me a meditation, and I was no. I was being so stubborn. My dad actually used to call me Crystal the Pistol when I was a little girl, and because I was, so ornery, Scorpio, sun and moon. And then I have a stellium in Gemini, which is the chart of communication, but in low vibrations, it can be very dramatic, a lot of drama, And it just took a lot, but now I see why I had to go through it. They showed me, and the meditations have been getting so deep. And they've been showing me new things and new ways of healing and new ways of raising my vibration. And today in meditation, they said, we want you to get back on your channel. It is time. And just how they can be in your life, literally minute by minute by minute. A canceled appointment today turned into an immediate meditation, which turned into a huge gift. A huge gift. And here's the best thing. Never underestimate your ancestors, the ones that 916, that's my mother. Everybody knows that who watches me. Because I kept seeing HPB, like happy birthday, on license plates. I kept seeing all of them, but I kept seeing 612, and then I kept seeing their dates of death, and it's like I can't ignore it. And what I did was cut myself off from my own love. I had to be angry for a minute, but then I got stubborn and dug my heels in. And I had to, because I didn't have time to deal with anything. I've been too focused on everybody else. And yes, a lot of things are still going on, but I received, let's just say, a birthday gift today. Thank you, Jerry. He is non-physical. I received a very big surprise today, and they said that a lot of more surprises are going to be rolling in. So I'm looking forward to that. But I've got a lot of things that I'm going to be sharing on this channel. I am going back to doing readings, but there's some other upgrades that I'm going through and some new things that I'll be doing on this channel as well. And I'm very excited about it. I there's so much that's happened. I'm not allowed to talk about it. Like, I want to tell you, I don't know how Jesus stayed so calm. Like, you know, he knew when to say something and when not to say something. He knew when something was going to happen. And then, you know, but me, I'm like, oh, but I want to say something so bad, so bad, so bad. And I can't. I'm not allowed to. But expect this channel to grow. Expect this channel to have a variety of content. There will be, I'm not even allowed to tell you. Dang, I wish I could. I do. Anyway, so just dealing with my father's cancer, taking care of my kids, and there's honestly 1,000 other things that have happened as well. On top of all of this, you know, those low vibrational energies, they are sneaky, okay? And they're sneaky because they want to keep you tied up in busyness and not take care of yourself, because they know if you're in a peaceful energy, happy go lucky energy, positive energy, you're not going to manifest what you really want. Everybody wants to be happy. Truly, innately, that's who we are. Everybody wants to be happy. Everybody wants abundance and prosperity and love and you know, just to enjoy life in general. And when you have your life and you feel like all of these things are going on that you can't control, and what they showed me is that there's a lot I couldn't control, but there is a purpose for every single thing you've been through in your life. And when you get to a point where you are connected and have that trust, and you raise your vibration to the point that you're seeing visions, hearing them, tangibly feeling them, touching your body, understanding how to read signs, and it gets even better than that. I mean, even when they breathe your body, that's the best feeling in the world. There is no drug on the planet. Today, I still say it, no drug on the planet better than breathing a stream of energy, a stream of collective consciousness. And it's just, man, I wish I could tell you. I do. Anyway, so that's the main things that have been going on with me. I've had to take care of my father, and I've been a mother, a father, an administrator, a financial coordinator. It's just, you know, home, taking care of the home and trying to. It gets messy, but that's okay. I'm coming back, though. So, Source wants me to come back. At first, these videos, I'm burning up. Excuse me. Source wants me to do shorter videos right now. Okay? They want me to get back on the channel and offer... Sorry, that's going to drive me crazy. I got a mirror behind me. Source wants me to get back to my channel and get back to myself, but there's a few administrative things I need to take care of this coming week, so I will be back in a week. I've got a lot of appointments this coming week. I don't know. I feel like something else big is going to happen this coming week, and they want me to wait a week. They're tapping my knee. Wait a week. It's like one more week. Okay. And you know, here goes my watch. You guys know how I love my watch. Look, wait a week, Crystal. So I did take down all my previous videos, and one of my Scorpio moon, I hate you and I'm not going back and I'm not doing this. And I deleted everything. And then, you know, you regret it later. Lesson learned. But you know what you do? You do something and you don't like it, change it. Try something new, you don't like it, change it. Just keep trying. Pivot. So that's what I've been doing, and there's a lot of other things. They want me to pull some cards. A lot of other things. They want me to do some career cards. Oh my God. I got goosebumps everywhere. 1444 on the clock. The bottom of the deck. I'm gonna cry. The way they've been moving my energy around has been amazing. Bottom of the deck. Look at this. Magic. You have the power now. Use your magic to attract what you want into your life. The sky is the limit. I will tell you personally, moving up. You are increasing your power and status. You may get a promotion or move to a better home or office. You climb the ladder of success. And the interesting thing is we are in looking for a home right now. We're gonna move. But there's Josh. He just showed up on the number. That's my dead brother, for those of you who don't know. And we're gonna be moving to. I'm open to moving wherever. Source plates. Look, it's split to rewards and magic. Guys, for those of us who are going through these hard times, I will say from my experience personally, my midheaven happened on the big eclipse that happened on April 8th in the sign of Aries. That is the degrees in my birth chart happened on April 8th. So that was when my shift. Thanks, Grandma. My dead grandma, by the way. You know what it is? I'm just gonna say this. I have gotten so used to talking to non-physical. Hi, Mom. There she is in 1619. Her birthday. I've got so used to talking to non-physical that I know I look weird to people and I look awkward. Somebody will be in the kitchen with me and I'm sitting there talking, or I'm listening to them, and then I answer them, out loud. And then they go, "What? I didn't say anything." I'm like, "I'm not talking to you." Or when I'm out in public and I people or I'm sitting at a table and there's some low vibrational people, Source will distract me from that because I have a lot of lower vibrations around me. And I'm just telling you this because it can help you too. Source will distract me and give me a vision or say something funny or do something silly, and I will bust out laughing at a time where whoever's at the table or around me is thinking about something tragic. And they're distracting me because they don't want me focusing on whatever these people are doing, the peanut gallery speaking about. So just think about that. Okay, I'm going to read this card, but I am channeling something. There is a group, a wave of energy that is going through next 3 months. They just gave me next 3 months. You're going to be receiving a lot of abundance and prosperity. Okay, it's due to even if you did get angry, it's due to your dedication. It is due to what's meant for you in your birth chart, you ascending and growing, and you're having your soul growth, passing your what they call lessons. I don't want to look at a lesson as something bad, because every lesson that I've been through is turning into a blessing, and I'm seeing it and feeling it and experiencing it. Okay, I'm physically birthing this baby now. 1811. What's up, Jerry? He's my best friend today. You just like the physical manifestation, okay? You just got to physically birth that thing. That's what they're saying. There will be a lot of physical births of manifestations happening over the next 3 months. So for those of you who are sticking with it and not giving up and going for it, yes, we all have to take breaks. Make sure you take breaks. It doesn't mean that you have to be like Source every day. I give them my anger all the time. All right? Do that. Give your anger to Source. Cuss them out, yell at them, say what you need to say to them, because they understand your pain and they understand you more than you doing that. Have you ever been around somebody who's just had so much going on and they're real stressed out, and you say one thing and all of a sudden they just wham, unleash on you and you get the full Monty of their anger? My mom did that a lot. And I've learned that from her, and I'm working on it. 1911! That is her freaking date of death, is 11/19. Anyway, see? There's so much to say. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do short videos, Jesus. They want me to do shorter tarot readings for now, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to do it. Okay, this says, rewards. You are cashing in on all the good work you've done. Raises, bonuses, and prosperity are coming in. Keep going and keep growing. All right? Keep going and keep growing. There will be a lot, after a few things happen, I will be able to share all of this stuff with you publicly, but I can't share all of it right now. It's I just can't. I'm not allowed. They're tapping me on my again. There's energies watching me that want to see me have my downfall, okay? So I can't say anything. But they're telling me, those people, those of you who feel this energy coming in for yourselves within the next 3 months, if you get this prosperity, this abundance, you are having energies even right now. Maybe people you haven't talked to in a long time, or certain people just starting to reach out that never didn't do it for years, and they're trying to feel you out. There's a lot of small talk going on, okay? They want you to pay attention to their actions or lack thereof. They're testing the waters is what I'm hearing. There's some energies reaching out, and this may be very specific, but they're testing the waters to see when they can come in and make the move. It's almost like when you are starting to date somebody, or you break up with somebody and they try to reconnect with you, and it's like small talk at first, and then they're just trying to see, like, yeah, I think I can move in, and he or she'll take me back. And they're letting me know right now, and they want me to tell you this: they're not genuine. Whoever that's for, they are not genuine. They know they're either sensing something or know something about your situation that is changing, that you don't know that they know, because you're not supposed to know that. That's a lot of no's, so rewind that and listen to it. They want your abundance, your prosperity. It is not about being in love with you or having love for you. It's what they can get from you. They just said they're going to be in and out. In and out. Come in, get what they want, and be out. They're in a lower vibrational energy. They are not prepared for what God, Source, has prepared you for. And this is going to be your glory story. Like, so there's a new series they had me watch for a specific reason. But they're saying it's happening globally. Man, these channels are just really coming through. It's happening globally. I don't even remember the name of it. It's something about Geek Girl or Geek. I don't know. It's on Netflix. There's 10 episodes. Okay. And this girl's in high school, and she's kind of clumsy, and she has like one best friend, and she's always getting picked on by these groups of people. It's 2 girls and a guy. And then she doesn't want to be a model, but she has the chance to go to this model, some type of runway show or something, with her best friend who does want to be a model. But the geek girl who gets picked on every day, who's clumsy, is like the golden. She's like she's the prize winner. She's the one that they want to be the model. And then when she goes away and does this show, when she comes back, all of a sudden these people who were mean to her, pushing her, filming her, posting it on social media, criticizing her, are now going to be the ones that they were coming like, hey, I love what you've done with your hair. Oh my gosh, we got to catch up, and doing stuff like that. And then she's like, the girl the whole time who's the geek, I can't even remember her name, Harriet, I think. Watch this. It's only 10 episodes. 333 on the clock. She goes from the people who chastise her, make fun of her, and belittle her, even behind her back, publicly and behind her back, are now the ones wanting to get close to her again. And then she decides to quit modeling, and the same people that were mean to her, who became nice, all of a sudden now are making fun of her on a talent show and mocking what happened in the series. And she puts a stop to it. Harriet puts a stop to it, and then she ends up winning big time. This is the type of energy they want you to take that storyline and apply it to your life wherever it applies, if you know that you're in that energy, okay? Okay. I'm sorry. I'm look, okay, so this is my keyboard on the desk because I wasn't planning on doing this, but it was like this, and I just opened it and I grabbed this card, okay? This is the card. Okay, all right. Strategy. You need a step-by-step plan of attack to reach the next level. Get the advice of someone who is already where you want to go. Friend, okay, you're going to have some new energies entering your life, and that light flickered, and this one's sticking out too. Honest work. It's okay to have a job that's not very glamorous. Get some experience to help you move up in the future. Success is a process, not a quick fix. For example, I'm just going to give you an example because this is what they want me to do. I have to learn how to, they're telling me I'm going to be this great artist. I've seen like crazy visions of my work, and it's multifaceted. You know, I'm using wood and steel and paint and just all kinds of different mediums, but I'm bringing stories to life from the Bible and making it modern day and all this stuff. Okay. Stuff. Thank you. That's what I'm doing. So I had a bad experience with it, and it wasn't something that my mom meant to do, and it kept me from drawing. And now here I am, and I want to be a master without having the journey, and that's not how it works. And I kept putting off the art, number one, because I was angry with Source, and number two, and I thought, this is not going to make me any money right now. I need money now. I need money now. My dad's sick. You know, I can't just not work and lose a house and blah, blah, blah. This is how I was feeling. And they're saying, no, the things they are asking you to do that seem minute, seem menial, they don't seem significant at all, very insignificant. Okay. They want you to do these things not only because it's going to be part of your journey in the future, where it's going to be your abundance. Thank you for the text message, whoever you are. Oh my God. And it's from Cece. Hi, Cece. And my watch says 9:16 down here in the... I can't. I love the confirmations. What was I saying? I got interrupted by that. These are the things, these tasks, I don't want to call them tasks, but that's the word I'm going to use. These tasks are the things that will clear your mind. So maybe I'm not a master at art yet. I will be. But when I do it, I do feel a level of calmness. That chattered mind, that chattered brain, like constant this and this and this and this and this and this, it goes away. It slows down. So they're literally giving you a tool, a technique to help you slow down your brain to stop the chatter. Because when your mind gets overworked, thoughts turn to things. Remember that. Thoughts do turn to things. And your thoughts also net your feelings is how I'm looking at it. Okay, you think a thought, you go through an experience, it causes an emotion. Your emotions are your vibration. That's what you're emitting out into the universe. So doing things that keep you calm, and it's usually the things when you're having a chaotic life and a lot going on, and they're saying, hey, do this, and you're saying, I don't have time for that. I can't do that right now. Doing those things is what's going to calm your mind to get the answers, the money, prosperity, abundance, friends, connections, everything that you need. Everything that you need from something that's completely different than what you think you're required to do. All right? Yes, I have to go to all of these appointments. Yes, I have to, stop this and that and this and that and start this and that, start this and that. And you have to as well. But don't, those little things that you feel a nudge towards, 33 on the clock, 28:33, February 8th is Josh's, my brother who's died. I can't show you his picture anymore because I ripped it. Womp womp. These are all connected to, number one, techniques to calm your mind. When you have a calm mind, it calms your heart, it calms your vibration, and then that thing that you start that seems so insignificant becomes a passion, and then it turns into having a lot of momentum. And then it's like I remember one day, and this happened fairly recently, I was wanting to go out to eat, and I was driving to somewhere, and I'm like, oh, Caitlin, let's go here. 9:16, there's my mom. And it wasn't something I'd planned. It wasn't something I wanted to do. I just said, oh, Caitlin, let's go here and have food. And I had all kinds of food. She had food. And then I had a drink because I was pissed off at Jesus, so I drank. I ain't gonna lie about it. I drank. But anyway, it relaxed me. And in this restaurant was a lottery machine. And I'm like, oh, that kind of looks fun. So I go up to it. Didn't know what I was doing. I picked one. And it's like, and this is what it is. I was in a good mood. I was heading to go somewhere else. Saw something. Your impulses you're following. And I will tell you, when I started out that day, I was not in a good mood. I wasn't. I was looking for somewhere so I could stop and have a drink and be fed and stop being the person that's taking care of everybody else. I wanted somebody to take care of me. So I did that. It relaxed me. I go to the machine and I bought I don't even remember what the ticket was. But you had to pick one number, 325, that's Josh's date of death. This is what I mean. They lead you to these things. So I go there to the machine. And I'm like, whatever. I'll just choose this. And I think I'm going, oh yeah, I'll just choose this. But it's my inner being doing it all for me. You know, my gifts are coming out, but it's so natural. I don't realize it. And I had to pick a number. And I saw the number 23 in my mind. And I heard 23. And I'm like, oh, okay, 23. And I did it. $480. Bam. Off of one little ticket. And then I won again. I won another like $50 ticket. And I think that's all I did that day. But it was not planned. It's not something they're not going to tell you. They're not going to tell you you're going to win the lottery on such and such date. And, you know, there are times where they will. But you have to be in a very high vibration to do that. If they tell you things, like they want to give you blessings and they tell you about the blessing before you get it, you usually stop doing what you need to do in order to get the blessing. So they make it a surprise. Same thing goes with contrast. You know, let's just talk about my dad, for example. I had no idea that he had cancer. I had no idea that he was going to get shot or that we were going to be laying on the ground next to a shooter having a shootout with the police in a grocery store. I had no idea. And I wouldn't want to know that beforehand. So a lot of people want to know when the relationship's going to come, when the money's going to come. But there are things that you have to do on your journey before that comes. And here's why. Let's just say you go to a tarot reader and you say, I want to know when the love of my life is coming in. And they tell you it's June 8th or July 8th, since we're in June, July 8th. And then you go, you're just all excited for July 8th, but you're not doing the same things that you were doing before. You're just totally tunnel vision focused on July 8th. And then when July 8th comes and you're going, well, they're not here. And then you're mad at source. Then you're mad at them. They don't tell you because you stop doing what's necessary for them to come in. So just enjoy your life as much as you can. The energies are extremely strong right now. They are... Didn't I just... Look, expression as I split the deck. You need work that lets you express yourself creatively. You could do well at writing, blogging, or a career in communication. All right. T. Which T card? Okay. They want you to remember it's a temporary situation. Whatever it is you're going through. They told me in a meditation, I don't know, it was about a month ago. Crystal, you're in your last mile. 33:25. Josh was 33 and he died on 3:25. Okay, oh gosh, these are just flying. All right. That's all I need? Okay. Success assured with good plans and hard work. The hard work, look, and there goes two notifications. My mind's blown right now. It's been so long. You feel something is lacking in your life, perhaps love, money, or goals. All right? Success is assured with good plans and hard work. The hard work is your inner work. The hard work is realizing your worth. Realizing that you are capable of anything that you think. Instead of, like, think about it like this. They're giving me an example of, like, you're somebody who sits at home and you watch dancers on TV, like, I don't know what, so you think you can dance, or you watch celebrities, actors, actresses, singers, or whatever, and you just love it and you're all into it and you think, I could never do that. Well, if you think you can't do it, you won't. Even if you weren't born with the talent, doesn't mean you can't build the skill. 444, as I said that. So it's about the inner work. Because the inner work, when you do the inner work and you follow those little nudges, those impulses. Yeah. I'm sorry. They're okay. Hold on. Let me get the rest of this message. If they were to tell you, and you're somebody who's middle age, I don't know, in your 30s, 40s, 50s, that you're going to be a superstar and you're going to be a world-renowned leader and you're going to help save the world, let's just say, not really save it because everybody has to save themselves, but you're a leader in doing that. And they tell you everything that you're going to do, and you have that vibration of, I'm not good enough, I don't have that skill, there's no way I could do that, you're going to pump the brakes. You're going to pump the brakes. So they can't tell you how big you're going to be at the beginning. They're going to feed you bit by bit by bit what you are ready for. It doesn't mean that you're not getting that big thing. But if you were to get that big thing, what if you're somebody who's going to be on a public stage, giving messages to people, having strangers coming at you, asking you question after question, saying thing after thing, and you have stage fright, and you clam up, and you didn't know that you would clam up, or you would feel insecure, and you're like, I can't do this. Watch that series, Geek Girl. She does that. She's like, I can't do this, it's too much, and she has anxiety. Think of it like that. You can't, they're giving you what you're ready to work on right now. That's what they're doing. And they want me, okay, take care or there will be a loss of material wealth. And it's right next to Vulture. I can't even. I just said it's the inner work and these cards came out. Vulture. Depression, anxiety, worry that something is against you. Take care or there will be loss of material wealth. If you allow yourself to... I got chills. All the way down my legs and up my spine. If you allow yourself to stay in a place of depression, anxiety, worry that something is against you, that is how you lose your abundance, your prosperity, your dream. If you keep complaining about the same thing over and over, or you have this mindset, someone is leaving your life, came out. Oh, that's what... They told me before I started this, they wanted me to get my message deck, messages of closure deck from passed on loved ones. So I'm going to give some messages on that in a second. This isn't short. Jesus, I tell you what. I used to be so great at time management when I was a teacher, but when I get on here, I get going. I just can't help it. You will make good progress now. Okay. We're going back to that storyline. You'll make good progress now, and you will be able to overcome any obstacles in your path. Big leaps forward are possible. Quantum leaps. So they're taking me back to this energy that I was talking about before. There are some energies either around you or going to contact you or are already in contact with you. My light just flickered. Ooh, I looked right into it. That they're making small talk. They're trying to act like they're your friend, trying to get to know you. They're not giving you information about themselves. They're not letting you in on their life. They're not, they're saying pay attention to their actions. Anybody can send a tiny little text. And haha, that's funny. Oh, and then maybe it's somebody that you used to be in love with. And then all the heartstrings start getting pulled again. And you forget how they hurt you last time or how it was last time you guys were together. Maybe you two just didn't jive. You had different desires, different dreams, different ways of doing things. Okay, this could be twin flamey, like twin flame energy. Once what was karmic will in the future not be karmic anymore in the sense of negative karmas, lower vibrational energy. So this is somebody you probably met when you were in a lower vibration, unawakened, haven't started your spiritual awakening yet. I don't know. It seems very specific, but it also seems like twin flame. They're going to try to be, or are, depending on who you are, be nice to you again, because now all of a sudden they see you moving up the, ladders of success. And this is somebody who's caused you a lot of anxiety. It's somebody if you take this energy back into your life, they're going to be in and out, and they're going to be in and out with your abundance, your prosperity that you have at that time, and leave you feeling empty. Someone is leaving your life. Remember how I said earlier, they're going to be in and out? Someone is leaving your life. And then it said anxiety, stress, worry, or there will be a loss of money. This energy is only going to bring energy of anxiety or stress. Somehow they're going to try to make you feel sorry for them. Ooh, all right. They're going to try to remind you of the good times you two had together, and then at the same time make you feel guilty for what happened in the past. They just said I'm right on. Oh, someone is physically leaving your life. Remember last year how I kept channeling that people were, like somebody's going to die, death kept coming up? I had 3 or 4 emails from subscribers saying someone had passed. My one friend, I'm not going to mention her name, she watches the channel, she had 2 people pass in her life. And then I find out my dad has cancer. So it's a global shift. This is not a base, take what resonates, leave the rest. I don't want you freaking out thinking somebody's going to die. And that's another thing. Why Source wouldn't tell you certain things. You just have to go through the grow through. You have to go through the grow through. You don't want to know when you die. What if they tell you, let's just say, you're going to die on October 17th of... Okay, hold on. You're going to die on October 17th of 2080. I don't know, let's just do that. You're thinking, oh, I got all the time in the world, and, but then in the back of your mind, every year when that date comes, you're going to be like, oh my God, this is going to be the day I die. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. Freaking out. And the closer you get to it, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I'm about to die. I don't want to die. I'm not ready. That's why they don't tell you when you're about to go through a tower moment. Because you just have to go through the grow through, and you will understand why. You may understand why right now. Thank you. You may understand why in a year. You may understand why in a few years. But you will understand why you went through what you went through. There is nothing... thank you. There is nothing wasted, and there is nothing that's happening that's insignificant. It's insignificant to you as a human. They keep things from you. Source will keep things from you to protect you. Because if you're somebody who's still growing and healing, and you learn some information that somebody did something horrible to you, and you have a knee-jerk reaction to it, and then it ends up hurting you instead of helping you in the long run. Oh, I just heard. Revenge is a dish best served cold. So this situation with whoever this energy is happened years. I'm hearing years. 44 on the clock. Happened years ago. And they think everything's fine. Everything's, kosher. They're out of the clear. It'll never be found out. But then they're about to get hit with a 44 on the clock again. They're about to get hit with a lot of karma. And it's something that is in their birth chart, and you agreed to be a part of it. 4411. Okay? Look that up. 1144, 4411. 44 is about your foundation and your stability, and it's also about the archangels and your ancestors. 11 is about choice. You have made choices. Thank you. Cece. I love her. You have made choices without knowing. Okay, they're telling me you've literally dodged bullets well, for me personally, but you've dodged bullets, circumstances, situations where people have tried to set you up. 44:44 on the clock, that have tried to set you up and put you in danger and put you in harm, and you don't know about it. So then people question why there's not a God. You know, like, how he wasn't there for me when this happened. Da, da, da. Well, maybe you didn't follow the impulse, or, you know, you're running late for work that day and you're stressed out because your kid's sick and you have to find a babysitter last minute. And you find a babysitter last minute and you miss a collision where there's fatality. You know, fatalities happening. Like people going into work on late in the country, our country, the U.S., 9/11. People who made it in late that day who missed. Things like that. I'm not saying don't get in all, you know, don't get in the comments about that shit about, you know. I'm just giving you advice here that they're giving me right now. You have dodged so much danger without realizing the danger that was lurking. And Source wants you to know. Like, if they were to tell you, and they may one day, after you know, when you're in a safer environment, a safer circumstance, around safer people, they will let you know that what you dodged. But for the time being, there are things, it's better, ignorance is bliss. It's better that you don't know certain things, because you could get in the way and muck up what Source is trying to do for you. When somebody does something to you that happened years ago, and they think that they're fine and they're gravy and they're better than you and they're going great, and now they're trying to weasel their way back into your life because you have something that they want, some type of, they see you leveling up, they know that you're about to receive money, or you have money, or you're happier without them, then they're going to they're trying to come in with small talk. If it's not happened yet, it's going to happen within the next 3 months, coming in with small talk, trying to weasel their way back into your life. Maybe just till they get to the point to whisper sweet nothings in your ear, or make you reminisce on things that you did together, and it's not going to feel the same. Twin flames, that's different, okay? You will feel a connection, but you will also feel how the energy is with your twin flame. If you are in a twin flame connection and you are within their vicinity, you can read them like a book if you're the one in a higher vibration. I know that from experience. I ain't going into that. But anyway, I'm not allowed to talk about that. Anyway, that whoever that energy, ooh, family members. Some of you, it's not a love connection. Some of you, this will be family. Childhood friends. I'm getting love for some of you. Childhood friends. Whoa. It's like, okay, they're like, it's people from high school trying to hit you up like, hey man, you remember we did this and da 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 da, and they just like talk to you and like, oh man, I had this, you know, I lost my job and this happened, and then you're talking to them for a few weeks, and then all of a sudden, boom, they're trying like, can you help me out? I promise I'll pay you back. And, or, you know, it's a lover, or somebody gets a hold of your account information and drains your account type of stuff. Protect your stuff. That's a very important message to give you right now. Protect your stuff. Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean for it to be this long. They're just, you know, putting it out there. That's not what I want. I'll be so happy to move and have my own studio and be able to do meditations again. And, you know, like, it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. That's all right. Look, 8 of Pentacles. This is talking about the inner work, but this is also talking about what I was saying earlier about putting in that work, even if it feels insignificant, because what starts out to seem, think about it like as a child, and I just give you the example of art because that's what I am going through. You know, like my son, my youngest son, he just gets up and goes, oh, okay, I want to draw. And he comes in here and he grabs all this paper and he sits there for hours. The whole house could fall down around him and he would not. He is amazing too. All three of my kids are very artistic. My oldest son and my youngest son, they are like, poof, they are amazing at it. But he'll just come in and start doing stuff, and you know, he doesn't think anything of it. He's not looking at his picture and judging it, like, and comparing it to somebody else on Instagram or wherever. He's not listening to the comments of the peanut gallery. He's doing it because he enjoys it. He's doing it because his inner being's having him do that very young. We don't remember those things when we're young because it's like we're reprogrammed by the contrast in our life to forget what made us happy. And I can't talk about that either. Dang. All right. Jesus, you're killing me here, bruh. You're killing me. That's my Jesus card, and I split right to it. You're ready to manifest this. Oh my God. He just went shimmy, 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 shimmy. It's shimmying in my head because it's just something I kind of pick up and do when I have something good happen. I'm like, oh yeah. He's letting me know. And it was him shimmying like that. And I went to the magician and he went shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. I'm sorry. They are cracking me up. This person, this energy, is going to give you muddled, unclear thinking. They're going to come back into your life. It's going to be small talk, and it's going to be things that, I don't know if it's a family member. It could be about a cousin or a child you have with somebody, if it's a lover, or, you know, whatever is significant in your life story. I don't know all of your life stories. They're going to try to play with your heartstrings, and they're going to cause muddled, unclear thinking, which will cause depression and anxiety, which will cause you to lose out on opportunities. Do you see how that works? Even so, Source uses my daughter. Especially when I'm in a high vibration, Source uses my daughter to give me answers all the time. I will think something, and it'll be a minute, 10 minutes, an hour, a day later, and she'll come up to me and say, boom, exactly the answer that I needed. And I'm like, oh, and then it hits me, and then they tingle me, or they push me, or the light flickers, you know, something like that. But they can also use your children, you know, if you're in those lower energies, anger, frustration. Where's my... Oh, what did I had it somewhere. Yeah. Oh, here it is. If you're in any of these lower vibrations here, just... Can you see how long I've been away from my desk? Like, if you're in any of these, or anything, I would say here to here, you are on the playground of lower vibrational energies that are allowed to play on this planet. Some people call them Satan, reptilians, Archon, whatever, you know, there's a bunch of different ones, but that's when you're on their playground. So if they're keeping you so busy and frustrated, and they've done that with my daughter during this whole deal with my dad being shot and having cancer and all of that, and my daughter like, I want this, can I have this right now? And she's like in my face, and I'm trying to just calm my nerves. I'm trying to breathe and take a second to breathe. Can you take me here? I take her there, and then 20 minutes later, we're in a fight. Can you pick me up? Can I have this? Can we go there? And it's just, you're going, that's how they want to keep you. That's how that energy wants to keep you, because what some people call the matrix, I'm going to call it the negative energies that are allowed to play on this planet. And I say negative because I don't want to say, it's just easy to say one word instead of have a bunch of words, okay? Positive, negative. You're in a positive energy, positive vibrations. You're in passion, you're in love, you're in empowerment, you're in joy, you're in enthusiasm, you're in peace, okay? You're going to be able to receive messages clearly. You're going to be able to follow impulses clearly, nudges clearly. When you're in energies like I just showed you, oh, thank you. I just passed, oh, yay, 2 notifications. If you're in those lower, that's when Source can hear you. That's when you're on that radio frequency, that vibration. You have to tune to those vibrations. like you tune a radio station. Hold on. There was something they gave me the other day, and I'm asking them to give me the exact words because it made sense. Oh, okay. They're telling me to do more cards, and it's going to come. All right. And then I'm going to get a couple of tarot. Well, and then I'm going to give messages of closure because something about a pet passed away, or somebody's pet will pass away. Do you want this one? No. Okay. Family member or look what came out. There's your success. Thank you for the confirmation. Thank you. So, if you watch that series, 5533, and I got goosebumps. It was 5533. Watch that series, Geek Girl. If you have time, there's so many things that they've brought to me and new techniques and things that I'm not allowed to talk about right now. That are going to help you on your journey when I'm allowed to share those. And I say aloud, I'm not saying they're like a parent, like, go to bed right now. You're not allowed to do that. It's just, wait, because it's going to be better. We're still giving you more, okay? So, they want you to look at yourself as this person here, right in the middle, okay? That armor that she is wearing, that, your armor is source energy. Your vibration. Your armor is you staying in positive emotions. I watched something earlier, and it was, I had a stressful moment, and I sat down to meditate, and I look in this video. It was a video of like corny pickup lines that a wife says to her husband, and I watched it, and it had me in tears. I was laughing so hard. I thought, I'm not going to be able to meditate because I was laughing so hard. But that's what they wanted me to do, to calm myself down, have a good moment, and they want you to keep doing that. All right, some of you are going to take this literally. I'm hearing the need for weed, the need for feed. But what they're talking about is they want you to be outside. For those of you who are still going through the grow through, there may be some of you where you may be smoking marijuana and they want you to right now. It depends on where you are on your journey. You have to know that for yourself. And I'm just going to leave it as that, all right? What else is this? I was not expecting to do a reading. I thought this video would be like 5 minutes long. Wrong. Emperor. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. You have got the Six of Wands, which is about victory and success. And you see all of these people praising you? Think about it. These were the people back here that was praying for your downfall, that loved to see you hurting, that didn't want to see you successful, that didn't want you to make it. They didn't want you to do better than them. And now all of a sudden, here you are, and they're in the background praising you because they think, hey, we can fix this relationship. I can get them to take me back. I can make my way back into their life, and then they'll be none the wiser, right? But you are in this armor. You're intuitive. You have gifts. You have a knowing. You will know how to read energy and feel energy. You will be able to know who's being authentic and who is not. There will be times, okay, for this energy I'm channeling, you're about to skyrocket. Next 3 months, it's amazing. But there will be times when Source will bring you right into contrast. And there's a reason for that, which I will say is negative experiences, things I don't like, things I don't want. And you won't understand at the time, but you will. All right? You will understand it. So things can be going great, and then all of a sudden something happens and you're thinking, I was being positive. I was doing everything that I'm supposed to with Source. I was doing this, I was doing that. I'm being this. I'm happy. I'm trying my hardest here. And why did this happen? Okay? It's a good thing to ask, why did this happen? You'll get the answer. You may not get it that day, especially if you're in a lower vibration, but you will get it. But look what I split the deck to. The Emperor and the King of Cups. Leadership and somebody who is emotionally mature. To me, okay, yes, it would be nice to be married to a leader, but the truth is, I don't want to be married to a leader that's going to be an asshole. I don't want to be married to a leader who can't communicate and has shut down feelings. I much rather would marry a King of Cups. Thank you for the confirmation. To me, it wouldn't even be the money. Money wouldn't even be significant to me. It's just not something. I mean, I want to survive and I want to provide and I want to have experiences. But if it came to me having to be in a relationship with somebody who was financially stable, but an asshole who couldn't open up and, just not really there, rigid, wanting things their way, very controlling, I would drop it in a minute and I would be homeless and be okay with that. I would want the King of Cups. Really think about what you want. You want to, for me, for example, wanting a King of Cups, that's somebody who's emotionally mature. That's somebody who is your friend first. You turn into best friends and then it turns into something more. Somebody that you know that you can count on when, we're not always 100% every day. You can give 20% in a day and that person can give 80% in the day and vice versa. And in order to attract somebody like that, you have to be that and leave this behind. My God, these cards are just flying. Leave this behind. This fantasy of what could be with somebody from the past. I just saw 01, 01, 11, 11, 11. Twin flame energy. Some of you are not going to like this, but I'm going to say it. Some twin flame connections are not going to happen as quickly or as easily as you think they will. Some of these twin flames, and I'm not getting into divine, masculine, feminine, still have to go through the grow through. It is a separate growing process. But this person, even though it may be the right person, wrong time. Okay, if it is twin flame, let's just say it's the right person, wrong time. You had bad experiences. They have not grown. They still have, they're saying malicious intent. I got chills. I'm sorry. This is starting to blow my mind. Malicious intent. And this was literally the next card. They want to take from you because they don't think that you deserve it. This energy that I'm picking up on is very cocky. Oh, they think they're smarter than you. They think that they have a lot more knowledge and a lot more going for them. The source is going, oh, they're going to find out different, baby. That's exactly what they just did in my head. They're about to be, I just split the deck. They're about to go through a lot of losses. Okay, this is crazy. I've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcana have just popped out. And I can't. Look. Didn't I just talk about muddled thinking? Look at that. What gets more muddled than that? And that's barbed wire. That's painful thoughts. Those are things that they want you to feel, worry and anxiety. And it came out with this. And it also came out with the Tower. And you came out with the Six of Wands and the Empress, and the Emperor and the King of Cups. So this energy could be a fire sign. Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. I'm hearing this person's very reactive. Secretive, but reactive. And there's a lot about this individual or these energies. It's not just one person that you don't know. Like they're not the person. Oh my God, the death. Oh my God. Look what I was trying to pick the cards up. And these 2 cards stayed. 2 more major arcana. That's 7. They're about to go through I've got goosebumps everywhere. You ending You ending a relationship with this person, or them ending the relationship with you and thinking that they have the upper hand, was the best thing that's ever happened to you. Because you have found out who you are. You've grown, you've awakened, you've healed. Things that you used to enjoy doing, you no longer enjoy doing. People you used to hang with, you no longer like hanging out with. Things you like to do, places you like to go, it's all changed. And they're saying, you want me to share that? Okay. First off, look at this. This is your birth, and this is their trap. This is the energy they are in. And Source is putting an end to it. Remember when I had the Strength card and I had the Wheel of Fortune come out? They are putting an end to allowing people to work against you. So they'll, these people, if they're cocky and they're overconfident and they're weaselly and manipulative, and they think that they can just show a bod, is what I heard. They were like, flex those muscles. They think they can show a bod, and you maybe just go, oh, fall all over them like maybe you used to do that or something. And it's not going to work this time. It's going to show you are going to go through something with this individual who's going to try to weasel their way back into your life. And when you reject them, it's going to bring up a lot of old traumas with you and before you. Lifetime. It's a pattern of, it's emotional patterns. Okay? It's stuff that they've taken on as their identity, thinking this is how life has to be. They are not going to have a choice anymore. They're not going to be able to be in control anymore. The universe is stepping in. You're stepping up, and they're stepping down. You've stayed faithful. You've stayed confident, and you keep going through it. And it's not been an easy, they're telling me it's not been an easy road for a lot of you out there. And you don't understand a lot of things. But it's like all of a sudden, boom, something great happens. Like, I say it's from Jerry Hicks, but I've seen my mom and Josh a lot today too. I'm just saying Jerry blessed me big time today because it's his birthday. Go shorty, it's your birthday. But anyway, I love him. He always, in meditation, he always calls me, hello, Crystal Dawn, Jerry here. He doesn't say Jerry here all the time. I just check, like, is it you? He's like, Jerry here. I answered in my head. It's so funny. They're about to go through Source is going to open a can of whoop ass on this individual or these people. And I'm not going to lie, you're going to feel a little bit of satisfaction about it. But they want you to stay humble. Not humble as in, poverty and give everything like they say in church. Humble in that way. I'm not saying humble in that way. They're saying be humble and not cocky towards this person. They don't want you talking to this individual. Honor and I just picked this up and this is what was left. Honor and respect will come to you. The same people that have judged you, criticized you, done things behind your back, manipulated you, since you've raised your vibration, whoever this wave of energy is for the next 3 months, you're going to start winning a lot. And they're going to start losing a lot. And they're going to look to you for help. First, they're going to, I can say charm, because for some of you, this is twin flamey. Some of you, this is just, karmic ties. Some of you, this is old friendships. Some of you, this is family members. It's different for everybody. So know your place, all right? Know where you are. They just said there's been people that you thought you were friends with your whole life that were never really your friend. And that's an individual, that's for somebody out there, that's an individual that's going to try to come back because now you have something they want. Justice. In reverse. I literally just I just split it in reverse. I told you Source is going to open a can of whoop ass on them. They are going to have things in their life that happens. Honestly, it's already happening. And they don't even realize what is going on is actually karma for things that they've done to you. Because, for example, I'll tell you, I know this is long, but I will tell you this. Um, this happened this year. Recent. I was in a meditation, or my neighbor in 2020. He has 7 pit bulls, and he fights them. And we didn't have a dog then. We just got Molly April or May of last year, and we got a flea infestation that was so bad. We lived for months with these things. We tried professional. We tried doing it ourselves. I was constantly sweeping, and it was stressful. It was so stressful. We ended up spending over $14,000. $14,000 on getting rid of everything in our house. All of the beds, all the carpet, all the furniture, everything had to go because of this. And it's just like, we couldn't do anything about it. Our hands were tied. And here we are, right around my midheaven, when I'm stepping into my position of power. I'm in meditation. I hear, I stay friendly with them. I don't get mean. We used to go at it, but I don't do that anymore. The son came over and said, "Man, my dad broke his neck on his motorcycle. He was racing at some racetrack, and his motorcycle was his baby. Thousands and thousands of dollars, and he broke his neck." And I'm like, wow, I'm so sorry. And then I go into meditation the next morning, and I'm in meditation, and they show me this individual wearing a neck brace, and kind of going like this. And he said the reason that he had that happen to him is because he didn't do the right thing by, number 1, he was fighting dogs. Number 2, wasn't taking care of them. Number 3, the flea infestation, and laughing about it and making jokes about it, thinking it's funny that we were going through it. So he took away his most prized possession, his motorcycle. Hi, Molly girl. Can you see her? Are you saying hi, baby? She's my baby. I love her so much. Lost his precious little motorcycle, which is thousands and thousands of dollars, and got a notice of eviction from the police department that he has to be out of that house. And this all happened within the same 3 or 4 days span. He found out he was getting evicted and he has to be out soon. He found out, he wrecked his motorcycle, lost thousands of dollars, I can't get that back, and broke his neck. And that happened in 2020, and it is 2024. So since I stayed true to my walk on this path, and I reached my midheaven, and I'm still going, everybody that has been doing things to me is receiving karma. They were telling me arguments that have happened with people. They don't tell me about the arguments. They don't tell me the people individually because they're still protecting me. But people who they thought were friends were no longer friends, and it's just, there's things going on you can't see, but it is happening, people. It's happening for you, not to you. Please remember that. Okay, so they wanted me to share that. That took 4 years for me. 4 years. And they also wanted me, do you want me to say that too? Some of you will will or have gone through, and it happens a lot with spiritual awakenings, lose a lot of things. And this is something I learned. I'm just going to share this because they want me to. I don't know. They just want me to share these things. 3:25. It was 11:13, 3:25 on the clock. So, oh, thank you. That was personal. Ooh. I can't believe this day. Ah! All right. I remember sitting there. I was a teacher. I worked from home, and I was an online teacher, ESL teacher, teaching English to students in China. And I don't know why. I was just sitting there with all my props, and I was waiting for class to start, and I was just doing this back and I'll just show you. I was doing this back and forth on my board or on a piece of paper, just going, I don't know, just doing this in a daze, and then all of a sudden I wrote, "I'm taking away all of your excuses." And I'm like, that's weird. It just popped in my head, and my hand just wrote it down. So I wrote it down. And don't you know, it was that year that I started losing everything. I started losing friendships. I lost my home. I lost my car, lost my job. I started losing things. And it was to get me away from energies that were not good for me. Because when you're around the peanut gallery and you are used to doing things a certain way and that becomes your normal, you're not going to learn the new if you're stuck with energies that are normal. A lot of people live unhappy and live in energies and situations and circumstances that they don't have to live in, but that's all they know, so they don't change. So sometimes you're going to have losses in your life. And if you feel punished, at the time I felt punished by God. Like, you told me I was getting all this, and then I lost all this. And now, all these years later, I realized they had to take away those relationships. They had to take away money, and they had to take away my car because they wanted me to be home, because they wanted me to do things that I wasn't ready to do, like sit there and draw and be calm. And, I would rather be in my car bumping my music, smoking a joint, be honestly, at the time. That's where I would have been. Or if I had money, I would have distracted myself with buying things, because our brains like repetition. When the way our brains are wired, they don't like new. It gets scary. That Inside Out 2 movies coming out, and I'm going to watch it with my boys really soon when it's already set, got the tickets. But I love those because it really explains there's anxiety is coming up in there. The emotion anxiety is there. And what is the other one that I can't think of the other one, but your brain likes repetition. So it's a habit. So what your thoughts create habits. So things turn automatic. It builds momentum. And say you want to do something new, like you're starting a new job, you get nervous on the first day, or you want to shift your career to something completely different. You don't have any experience. You don't know anybody who does what you do, what you want to do. It's nerve-wracking. And I can say from experience right now, like my nephew, I'm so proud of him. He's 22 and he's getting shipped off to boot camp. And he's chosen a field that is going to completely benefit everybody in our family, especially this empire that I'm building with Source. His skills are necessary and vital, and it's just going to be amazing. So it's like all this stuff is happening around you. And when you have to do something new, your brain goes, well, I'll put it off. Procrastination. I'm not good enough is what it's really saying. I'll put it off. No, you usually do this at this time. Okay, maybe you're used to getting up at 9 o'clock and you wake up at 5 o'clock. I do this. This is something I've done for quite some time. It's too early to get up, and I'll lay there in bed and I'll toss and turn and get angry and frustrated, toss and turn, instead of just getting up, because my brain says, no, you don't get up until this time. So this whole journey is about teaching you how to be flexible, teaching you about love. And when you start losing things and being pulled away from those energies, just know that there's a purpose to that, and it's to get you away from that chatter, because those lower vibrations, they're everywhere. They're in social media, people sitting there. It's like people sitting there. I'm going to give you an example. Something everybody does. I don't do it because I haven't been on it for years. Get on there and your habit of looking somebody up to see if they've got a new picture, see who's liking it, what comments are on there, and then you're getting all balled up, and then you can't help it, and it's like you spend 10, 12 hours of your day looking at bullshit and drama, bullshit and drama that leaves you in these lower energies, which keeps you stuck. It keeps you from your payday. It keeps you from your play day. It keeps you from your happiness. It keeps you from the things that you want to do. Instead of watching what everybody else is doing, I know Abraham calls it nose book, but I call it fake book. It's fake book. A bunch of people who, if you had passed them on the street, would turn the other way and act like they didn't see you. People who want to know your business, and people who've probably taken 100 pictures and found the best one, and then, I don't know, airbrushed it and put it up. And you're comparing yourself inside and outside to something that you have no idea. That person's probably miserable, and you know nothing about their life. They're not going to put their whole life story out there about what's going on or what they've done. They're not going to do that. So I will say that's something else that Source took away. Social media. And it has been a blessing, especially since this whole shooting. Apparently, I'm all over Facebook. I don't know about it. It's an election year. Don't want to be a part of that. I don't. No, baby, no. So if you lose things, there's a purpose to the reason you're losing things. And it's literally trying to force you into a different direction. Because Source knows you better than you know yourself. What you think, what you feel, where you're going, where you could go, which direction, what could happen if you made this choice. They know everything. So just hang in there. You're going to be all right. They know everything. They're leading you. Thank you. They're leading you to your bliss. The things that you want from your vortex. They're leading you to that. Now I'm going to get off of here. I promise. Messages of closure. Somebody's had a pet that passed away recently that keeps coming up. I'm seeing a little boy too. He's leaned up against the wall. He's got his leg like up, his foot on the wall, and he's leaned back on it. Got brown hair, and it's like making him sad that you're sad. Maybe that energy does not have to be somebody recent. I do feel like somebody has lost a child, and I don't know, it doesn't seem recent. So those two, think about that pet and that little boy. But for others of you who have lost something, look, it went right to I love you. Oh my God. I love you. Can you guys quit talking to me about other things where I'm trying to focus on this? I'm sorry. It's been nonstop. I'm gonna snort. Oh. I'm sorry. Oh God. I'm so sorry. Okay. Whew. You see what I mean? You guys don't know why I'm laughing. I know I'm laughing because of what they just gave me. Stop it. Okay. All right. Let me see here. Let me get these messages. I love this. Feels good to be home. Okay. This card says, I cared too much about others' opinions. So, yeah. Wait, say that again. This is for somebody, that's a message from somebody who's alive to you. They care too much about others' opinions and they've had an epiphany is what I'm hearing. Okay. They just went hugs in my head, like they're giving you a hug here. 333 on the clock. I don't know if I said Facebook because I was talking about it. I call it fake book. I don't know if YouTube puts the seconds on the clock, but that's what I saw. Sorry. I will show you some signs and synchronicities. I will show you some signs and synchronicities. Some part of me knew. This one. Oh, that one's a bugger. Hold on. Do you feel my touch? Remember earlier when I was talking about them tapping me? They will do that. Okay. Sometimes people think of it as like a muscle twitch. But when I started feeling it, it was really... I know this isn't fair. What you're going through, they know it. They know it's not fair. Okay, for somebody that passed away, they're saying, I'm getting a mother figure. I know this isn't fair. Please acknowledge me. Oh my God, please acknowledge. Yeah, it was right there. Please acknowledge me. They just said that in my head and I looked down, it was there. I know this isn't fair. Okay? I just heard I'm helping you now. I'm helping now. I'm helping you now. I know this isn't fair. Okay, this is... I didn't mean what I said. Alright, these two are flipped over, so let me... I'm just going to show you. Look. There. Let me grab these. It's an art desk, and there's a ledge here, so I can't just slide them off. Sorry about that. I'm helping you now. I'm helping you now. Do you feel my touch? Oh my gosh. Okay, okay, okay. You guys are killing me today. You're not killing me, you're lighting me up, but you're killing my viewers because it's so long. So they will tap, and I notice it. I don't want to like, you know, put my foot all up in your face, but I notice it like right here. I notice it there. I started noticing it there, and I notice it right here. But now I feel it everywhere. Like I feel like my mom. This is something she used to do with me when she was alive. When I was a kid, I didn't want to get out of bed. 6:19 on the clock. That's her. 9:16. I wouldn't want to get out of bed, and she'd come in and she'd flip my arm up like boom. And I'd be laying there. And she'd, get up. Time to get up. Time to get up. Time to get up in the morning. I used to hate that song. Like it was like made my ears bleed. Now I do it to my kids. She does that to me now, or Josh, somebody does it. I'll be laying there. She said, Mom, she's like, ee. I'll lay there and I want to, like I said, they're trying to wake me up at 5. And I know in my mind, I'm not getting up until 9 o'clock today. Nope, I'm sleeping. I'm tired. I don't want to get up. My girl, Molly. Got her. She takes up the whole bed. I'll lay there and I'm starting to fall back asleep. Boom. Raise my arm. Boom. Raise my arm. It's crazy. I love it so much. So those are the messages. I'm sorry it's so long. I didn't mean for it to turn into all that. Source took me there though. Hopefully this video will post because it's an hour and 27 minutes and 33 seconds long. Oh my God. Okay. Okay. I'm out of here, guys. Sorry for my absence. I've been going through my own growth through. On the other side of things, a lot of it. I got some clerical stuff to take care of, and I don't know, I don't know. They want me to wait a week. There's a reason they want me to wait a week, so I'm waiting a week. I will be on here in a week. All right. I love you. I've missed you, and I am opening up for personal readings again. I think I'm opening up for about 10 to 15 a week. Just because of my schedule and the things that I have going on at this time. I've had several people contact me. And I'm so sorry to all of you who email me and I haven't responded. But I don't want to keep repeating this like tragic, horrific stuff to individual people, because then I'm just repeating things that are going to affect my vibration. I put it out there. It's over with. I'm done with it. I love you. I will see you in a week. Peace and love.